Chapter 20. Quick Cure. Back at the cave, I set to work on the catfish fighting spines, trimming off the cartilage with one of my cutting stones and setting them up to dry. The bones were less promising than I'd hoped, so I rolled them up in another leaf and buried them in a shallow hole outside the cave mouth, betting myself they wouldn't be there in the morning. I was staying busy to cover my disgust that I still had no fire. MIZ delayed her morning departure and sniffed at Cubby rather extensively. She's scanning her, I thought, still wondering if MIZ could hear my thoughts if I did not turn them into spoken words. Can you? I thought. I made the thought loud. Nothing from MIZ. No proof there. Deception is frequently a logic puzzle. Absence of confirmation is not proof of negation. Wow. Engineer thoughts in a lion's cave. "What did you find?" I asked softly. "She is healed," she said. A vivid picture of Cubby's femur flooded my mind. A color X-ray, a PET scan. The break was visible but faint. Tendrils seemed woven around the break. I've seen scans of bone healing and never those tendrils. Where I have seen such a thing was in a concrete beam strengthening technique called fiber wrapping. Carbon fiber sheets wrapped around a compromised beam and slathered in neo-epoxy works repair magic. Cubby's femur looked like it had been fiber wrapped. Freaking amazing. No swelling around the break either, just super reinforced. My engineer heart fluttered. Did I have anything to do with this, or was this just part of the American Great Lion's arsenal? I compacted the whole thought into, "How? Me? What healed her?" As those 5 words came out, I thought hard about the whole mystery and pictured a fiber-wrap crew wrapping a cracked concrete beam. It was an experiment in complex communications. MIZ yawned, an intimidating yawn. Teeth to die from. "You," she said. "Thank you. Useful in future injury." One after another, this thing with the lions was beyond my grasp. In so many ways I sometimes doubted it was real. I might be in a coma somewhere, dreaming up weirdness. Is this what they mean by fugue? "Fugue it!" I exclaimed, louder than I intended. Both MIZ and Cubby looked at me. MIZ's blue eyes seemed to glow in the faint light from the mouth of the cave. As I said, lions are basically poker-faced to me, but I could see their amused expressions this time. Cubby liked it when I yelled, because it usually meant I was throwing something. MIZ understood everything except why I thought she was unusual. All this came to me in a nonverbal flash, my favorite new communication mode from her. I shook my head like one of the Stooges. Then I started laughing. Hysteria had found me, followed me into this cave, and I was helpless before it again. On and on I laughed until I collapsed like a broken stool. 2 lions watching, Cubby with her head cocked to one side, did not help. On the cave floor, helpless, my chest hurting from the convulsive laughing, I segued into crying. Damn, damn, damn. Finally, the possession was ended by Cubby's licking my face. Sweet baby lion knew I needed that, and it put me on the road to recovery. After a few minutes of snuffling and making noises, I sat up and breathed like I used to after a 200-meter dash. Pulled myself together, as they say, but I was not fully unscattered yet. When I could, I took one deep breath after another in a gradually slowing tempo until speech was possible. "You need to start walking on that leg." Deep breath. "The muscles around the break need rehab." It was the only cogent thing I could think of to say. I unwrapped the splint and gently massaged the cub's leg. "Yes," sent MIZ. She stood, made a soft barking sound at Cubby, and walked out of the cave, her baby following, limping slightly.